You're listening to the Overly Confident Podcast with your host, Derek Hyde and Garrett Lay.
Hello and welcome to the Overly Confident Podcast. As always, I am your host, Derek Hyde, alongside Garrett Lay, and we have yet again brought in one of our friends from high school because
Yes, we
the
have.
last episode did so well.
It did do pretty well. Thank you all for your support. We got like 27 views. That was off the chain for this.
And that was just on one platform. We're
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
on a couple of those.
That's
so,
right.
Check us out on all of those.
Anyway, we have the lovely and beloved Shane Handlovitch on today. So we'll be talking to him just in a few seconds here. So sit back, relax, and get ready for this excellent conversation with our friend Shane.
Welcome back to Overly Confident. I am Derek Hyde, and our guest for today's show is another one of our friends from home. His name is Shane Handlovitch. Shane, why don't
Hello,
you go and
Shane.
introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? How's it going, huh?
This is Shane, everybody. We decided that we'd ask all our friends if they maybe wanted to come on, and Shane grabbed the first spot. Of course, we're blowing up, so all of our friends were just scrambling for spots here, but Shane got the first one.
Of course, yes. Shane is a student at Kent State right now, and he's just one of our buddies for the time being until he makes it big later on. So we're
That's right.
hopping on the train early.
That's right. Shane
We're trying to make it big.
Yeah, Shane is a hockey player, so I say we start out with a little hockey discussion. So
All right.
Shane, what is it like to play hockey in college? Give us a little inside scoop.
Well, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you play a club sport, so it's like not that serious." But like with especially our program, it can in some of the other top programs like Ohio University and programs of such, like it's like you're playing a D1 NCAA sport. So I mean, you got practice every day. Your games two games every weekend. It's as difficult as like school is itself. You probably put just as much time in working out, practicing, and playing as you do with all your regular homework. So it's definitely a lot, but it's fun. Being able to play in front of the crowds at home games and everything is fun, and it's just a great experience.
See, now I know at Penn State, our club team is traveling 90% of the time. Are you guys the same way, or do you guys at least get a good amount of home games in there?
No, our coach schedules us right around 50-50.
Okay.
But whether it's all home games in the first semester basically, and then all away in the second or whatever, like it kind of depends on the year. Like this year we had pretty much all but 4 of our home games in the first semester, and then we were on the road every weekend starting in January before school even went back. So
How far do you normally go for traveling? You guys get a private jet or?
No, unfortunately we don't. We bus everywhere. But it's most of our trips are 3 to 4 hours max, but then we'll have a few trips a year that are probably 8 hours. We have Kalamazoo for Western Michigan. We had Philly this past year, and last year we were up in Oswego, Syracuse area.
And you guys came to play Pitt?
We did come to play Pitt.
That was exciting.
We play a lot of the Pittsburgh teams every year, so just because they're close and everything.
Yeah, that was an exciting time. It was there were a decent number of fans there. It got raucous. I know I was cheering hard for Pitt, of course, and your brother plays for Pitt, so it was even more fun. I was hoping to see you draw blood from one another, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But it was still a very exciting game, and I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, being 5 years apart, basically, in age, and never played together, never played against each other before, and finally my freshman year of college playing, and get to play him early on in the season.
Found it out there. The place where Pitt plays hockey is out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
I had never been out there
absolutely.
before. The only place to eat around there was like this one pizza shop. It was terrible, but the game was good, so that's what
Dude,
mattered.
Harmerville, there's also Permanis right there by the rink.
I had no idea. We didn't eat there, unfortunately. We should have because our pizza
Dude,
took
we should've.
forever to arrive. I remember that distinctly.
Probably because we were getting like 20 pizzas.
Oh, that probably was your fault.
Well,
Yeah,
they
that was
probably
definitely-
put the most business in that place that they've seen in years.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That's all we eat on the road. Pizza. We get on the bus, pizza.
A true athlete's diet.
That's yeah.
Dude, I mean, we get good pregame meals, I will say, but postgame, like we get on the bus to travel home, pizza.
Dude, speaking of pizza, did you see the Pittsburgh clothing brand did like the pizza bracket for the best pizza in Pittsburgh, and Fiore's was rated the best pizza in Pittsburgh. I've never had it.
Never had it.
I've never heard of it.
That is the first thing that I'm going to do when I get back to school, is go
Wait.
get Fiore's pizza. I don't know where it is.
Really. Neither do I. We gotta
Okay,
figure
so
that
none
out.
of us have had this pizza. We don't
No.
know where it is, but apparently
No.
it's good. So it could be
Apparently
like 2
it's-
hours away. And we're
No,
going.
it's
Apparently
in
it's the best
Pittsburgh.
in
It's in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but what are
so-
they considering Pittsburgh?
I have no idea. You know what? I'll just
True.
look it up right now. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Fiore's
Because I mean,
pizza.
if it's on the other side of the city from us, you're talking at least an hour.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Here. It is
Yeah, I mean-
located in Pittsburgh, PA. That doesn't help.
On
103
Google, that means it's
Capitol
gonna be a-
Avenue.
That's right around the city.
Yeah, it
so
is.
That won't be
It is
too far.
25 minutes away. Yeah, it's 25 minutes away. That's easy. That's easy money. Yeah. Anyway,
What's area of the city?
I'll find my way over there. South part of the city.
So
Where is it? Like
south
Green
South
Tree?
side?
Like Green Tree. It's a little more south than South Side, so double the south. You go like Green Tree. Anyway, yeah. So that's apparently the best pizza in Pittsburgh. We were talking about hockey though, so we can go back to that now.
Yeah.
That just crossed my mind.
I mean, it looks like a bucket list item for once we are out of the
Oh,
house.
yes. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I might
seriously.
go try every single, at least the final four contenders in that bracket.
Did
for
you know
sure.
any of
Yeah.
them?
No. Well, no, I did because I knew Sorrento's and I knew Antunes, which are both on Pitt's campus. Both which are very good. The first time you guys hated on me for this because I put powdered sugar in my pizza. But the first time I
That's
ever
where you
did
put
it,
powdered sugar
yeah,
on
it
your
was
pizza?
I think it was at Sorrento's and it was awesome
That is.
because they had it
Garrett.
available. They had available.
For
They
everyone
had-
who doesn't know, Garrett puts powdered sugar on pizza if he's in for a little bit
Yeah.
of a treat.
It's a
Yeah,
special
and it's
thing.
the
It's a special
worst thing I've
But you've
ever
never
known.
tried it. I don't understand how you can
It
knock it
sounds
without trying it.
terrible.
It sounds terrible, right? But that doesn't mean
Yeah.
it is.
If there's one
Eh.
thing the internet will go hard for, it is pizza toppings. And powdered sugar is not a pizza topping.
Okay. It is. It is though. That's the thing.
No, it
'Cause
is
could
not.
be. It would be. I would never put it with anything else. Like my favorite pizza is mushroom pizza, right? Which I know is probably crazy, but just mushroom pizza, cheese, and that's it. That's my favorite kind of pizza. Pizza Bella in Moon Township. That's where you get your mushroom pizza.
Ooh.
It's the best. Anyway, powdered sugar is a pizza topping. Put it on your pizza. It was great. I believe it was Sorrento's when I got it. I can't be 100% certain because it could have been Antunes. They're like on the same street. But
Dude,
anyway, try it out
only-
for yourself. Don't
all-
judge it. Don't knock it before you try it though, because that's the worst thing you can do.
Only pizza place I've been to on Pitt's campus was what is that? Pie Express.
Pie Express, yes, Pie Express
Dude,
isn't
that is
bad.
good.
Yeah, that's
That
like
is
that's
good.
kind of like a Blaze kind of thing where you can like make your own
Yeah, but it's
joint.
Definitely cheaper.
Sorrento's and Antunes and Pizza Romano. That's where we would always order from for when we would watch football on Sundays in our room. We would get from Pizza Romano. That was also really good, though they did take a little while. So if anyone who works for Pizza Romano is listening to this, please up your delivery time. It's pathetic. It was always worth it, but it was pathetic. So
Gosh.
Even to the campus too, right?
anyway, put powdered sugar in your pizza. Just try it once, just on a cheese pizza. You have to. You owe it to me.
No.
You
No.
owe it to me. You have to
No.
try it.
I will never do it.
Did you get the powdered sugar at the restaurant?
Yeah, it was. So you know how they have like the shakers that have like the
Wait,
chili
this is
flakes,
the restaurant's
Parmesans.
idea?
Yes. Yeah, this wasn't well, really it wasn't even my idea at all. It was my roommate's idea. And he put the chili flakes and he put the powdered sugar on it. So not only was it powdered sugar, but he combined it with chili flakes and I loved it. It was so good.
Is there a chance that you were just incredibly hungry and that's why
No.
it was good?
Nope. Zero. Because I ate it again in the morning.
Yeah, he did do it again in the like. You did it again too.
Yes.
A whole different time.
I've done it before. I've done it more than one time. So do it. I know you aren't a believer. Like, you've ever had salt on watermelon, right?
No.
Dude,
No?
what do you eat?
Okay, people will know salt on watermelon is a relatively normal thing. It's probably
No.
no. It's
Garrett
definitely
has the weirdest appetite.
it's definitely
dude,
more
I've
normal.
ever heard.
It's definitely more normal than that. But yes, so it's the equivalent of salt on watermelon. So try it. No, I'm not kidding. Try it.
Yeah, you know this one thing you've never
won't
done?
regret it.
It's
What?
the basic equivalent of something else that you've also never done. So it's like that, yeah.
Yes, but I guarantee you, there's other people out there who have done salt on watermelon. We even have
So
friends who have.
this
done salt
also
on
means
watermelon.
that Garrett's a pineapple on pizza guy, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
You are
my.
the internet's worst
Garrett,
nightmare.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's not like I'm like, oh, hooray! I can't wait to put pineapple on my pizza because I always put mushrooms on it first. But like, if you offer me a piping hot slice of Hawaiian, I'm gonna go to town. And
All right,
there's
so now
nothing
let's
you can do to
counteract
stop
this.
me.
What's something that's everyone really likes that you don't, or are you just down for anything?
Okay, I don't like pepperoni on my pizza. That's a big one that everybody
Really?
likes. Yeah.
Wow. That's
No,
something, Garrett.
It's too spicy of a meat. Don't put that
What
in
do
front
you
of me.
mean?
Spicy.
Yeah,
There's,
it's
like, no
kinda
spice
spicy.
on
Where are you
Yes, it
getting
is.
pepperoni?
No, there's not.
Yes, it is. Pepperoni is not
Are you
a.
sure you're not getting hot Italian sausage on
I'm
it?
positive pepperoni is not a. It's not a quaint meat. It has some kick to it. It's not like a slice of ham. Or anything. It has some punch, and I just don't appreciate it really. Pepperoni is spicy. That's what I'm saying.
I'm convinced that whenever Garrett goes into a pizzeria, the guys behind the counter are playing a prank on him at all times and are like, yo, let's see if this kid is actually going to try this. And then they pull out like chili pepper spiced pepperoni
Okay.
and powdered sugar. And they're like
give you-
laughing in the background. They're like, look at these kids. They're actually doing it.
It was good. I'll give you another thing. What's another thing? I don't like peppers on my pizza. Like though I just hate peppers in general. You guys know this. Just like I hate sweet potatoes. I don't like peppers.
Oh, dude, sweet potatoes are not good.
No, they're yes.
No.
Yes.
They're
Shane.
not good, dude.
Shano. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, we call Shane Shano. That's his nickname.
It is.
We don't know why.
Sweet
But it is.
potato.
No. Shano is
Oh,
with me
Garrett.
on the sweet potato. I will eat sweet potato fries though. Right?
They have to be seasoned right.
Yes. Dude, you're
If
so
they're
right.
just like fried sweet potatoes, like no.
You're so
They have
right.
to be seasoned.
You are so right. They have to be seasoned. Man, see, Shane gets me on this one. I'm glad
Who
finally.
eats
Oh,
sweet
absolutely.
potatoes plain?
Well,
you gotta
sweet
put
potato
butter on.
fries.
well, yeah,
Oh.
but I'm saying the butter doesn't even save it,
Yeah.
right?
You need way more than butter.
Yeah, you need fried and seasoned to perfection. But
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. Sweet potatoes, that cinnamon butter, match made in heaven.
but fry it and it's better. So I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna. I'm
Absolutely.
not gonna eat it. Or like you know, this is another. While we're just on the topic of food here, because I feel like this is just a good conversation we've gotten into. Thanksgiving, overrated, right? Because of the food that isn't turkey and mashed potatoes.
I don't know if overrated's the right word.
Overrated is the right word. It's the
I mean-
right word.
It's never been one of my favorite holidays personally.
No, okay.
But,
Shane, how
I
about you?
mean-
What are your feelings about Thanksgiving? Where does it rank? Because like, there's some people whose Thanksgiving is their favorite holiday.
I wouldn't say favorite, but
What?
like it's definitely one of the only one of the main holidays that you literally can just stuff your face with food and not like be weird about it.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. But like I just don't
So-
see how it could outrank like Christmas, right? Like
Oh,
there's
no.
a man who delivers you gifts. +1 there, right? Easter, we're recording on Easter right now. Easter's a great holiday. I love ham. We eat Easter ham all the time.
Yeah.
And eggs are a great shape, and they're fun to play with. And a giant rabbit drops them off. That's sweet, right? But there's not even a mascot for I mean, there's the turkey, but you kill and eat it. You kill and eat the mascot on Thanksgiving. So anyway, Thanksgiving's overrated.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of just like oven baked turkey personally.
No, you grill it. That's what you got to do.
Oh, I
Dude,
forgot you do that.
You gotta
yeah.
no. What you really gotta do is you gotta fry it,
I've always wanted to do that, Shane.
dude. It is so good.
I have always
We've,
wanted to fry a turkey.
Yeah, dude.
How do you have a deep fryer that big?
It's so what it is it's like a outdoor stove kind of thing, like propane stove, and it's like these giant pots that you just fill with, like
Oil.
I think we've done vegetable oil, canola, like all different kinds.
Yeah, you can also look up videos on YouTube of people failing miserably at that and like
Yeah.
lighting their house on fire
Yeah.
because it can go really poorly. But that's something I've always wanted to try as well. I've never gotten a
Dude,
chance
it's very
to
very
fry
good.
my turkey. What? Yeah, like the sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. Oh,
So
Ooh.
good.
ooh, no,
So good.
Ooh,
I can't comment on it. I've never had it.
ooh.
You're missing out, Shane.
No, you aren't. Well, okay,
Why would you put
All
a
right.
potato with a marshmallow?
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
sweet potato. It's meant to be like a dessert. It's not.
No.
It's like a sweet
root
thing.
vegetable.
it's still
It needs to be
it's still a
sad.
potato.
Lives underground.
It is still a vegetable. It is still a potato. It doesn't matter if you put sweet in front of it.
So I won't say it's bad enough that you shouldn't try because I'm encouraging you to try powdered sugar on pizza anyway. So like I just think you should try everything. So try it, but I guarantee you it will be terrible because it is.
There
mean-
would be the guy to go to India and eat like the dried scorpion.
I would try it. I probably wouldn't like it. Or like those when they like have you seen the videos of where they have like the ice cream on a cone and they like play with you and they like take your ice cream away?
Yeah, it's like that Turkish dude.
Yeah, that
Oh.
that would be fun. What else? Anything that you light on fire, I would try.
Like to eat.
Yeah, like a souffle. Like they light souffles on fire. I don't know. I think they like pan. Have you ever heard of pan? They light that on fire and like shove it straight into your mouth while it's on fire. Anything on fire, I'm down for. Like those where they light your head on fire and cut your hair. I'm also down for that.
Dude, I
Why?
feel like Garrett will try anything, but like is also the pickiest eater.
No, I'll try anything, but
You'll
it's,
try
it's
anything,
unlikely
but
that
then,
I'll like
like,
it.
Yeah.
If there's the slightest bad experience, done
Yeah,
for.
that's
yeah,
fair.
never again.
That's fair.
Doesn't matter if it just wasn't cooked right. Just never again. Like that whole thing.
Is
Yeah.
there anything you will not try that you have not?
No. I used to say no, but I decided that was a foolish philosophy. I might as well try it.
So like you would go to Scotland and try like the haggis.
Oh yeah. No, wait, I lied. There is one thing I would never try. I can't remember what it's called, but it's where it's the baby bird in an egg and it's almost hatched. Like there isn't an egg yolk and it's the
What?
bird. Yeah, I think they ate it on Good Mythical Morning one time. That is something I'd never try. Let me
Where-
see.
But I've never heard of that. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that
crazy.
is, dude. I mean, that's almost as bad as things that people eat in other countries.
Dude, it's
Don't know if we want to name
Here we
those,
go.
but we all know what we're talking about.
it's called balut. I think is how you pronounce
Oh.
it. Is a
heard
fertilized
that.
bird egg, usually a duck, which is incubated for a period of 14 to 21 days, depending on the local culture, and then boiling and steamed. It's eaten directly from the shell. Dude, that's something I'd never try. It's sold as street food in the Philippines.
street
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, I'd never eat that
What?
ever. That's one
Just
thing.
like you're walking down the strip district and just like there's someone selling just a cooked bird and egg.
Yes, that's something I'd never
I-
try.
No,
I promise you that.
Couldn't do it.
No, because it like has eyes already.
Yeah.
I can't look
yeah,
at the
like
eyes.
what do you just like eat the whole thing or what?
Yeah, you eat the whole like straight out of the shell. Put the whole thing in your mouth.
Does it have bones developed?
I don't know how. I don't know like the
Dude, at that
gestation
part, it,
process
like-
of a duck. So
I
maybe.
mean, dude,
it
if
has
you're saying
bones.
that like if you're saying that it like is basically like hatched,
yeah,
then like it has to have bones.
Yeah, let's see.
Like it can't not have bones.
I mean, it seems like
Yeah,
they just
miss
just
me
eat it
with that.
straight up. Ugh.
You just watching videos of them doing that now?
No, I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page for it now. Oh my goodness!
Wow, dude, this
But-
has gone down a path of I don't even.
They
know
do
what.
have 14 grams of protein in them, 188 calories each, and 100
actually
milligrams of
low-calorie.
calcium. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
And on that
anyway,
note, Garrett is now down to try it.
no, I still couldn't. I'm looking at more pictures right now, and it is terrifying.
Oh my.
So today
Beyond
we learned
belief.
that Garrett's bar for eating food is an almost hatched duck out of an
Yeah, that's
egg.
a pretty low
but
bar.
anything below that is perfectly okay.
Yeah, you would have to put me in the open-minded group. Wait, what?
Wow, Garrett,
Ooh.
you really took us down a path with going on about pizza.
Yeah, that descended into madness quite quickly, huh? We left the familiarity of pizza and entered balut really quick.
I just went from talking about hockey and road trips to pizza and then
To
eating a duck out of an egg.
have you ever had frog legs? I have had frog legs. They weren't that bad.
I believe I have.
They were just like chicken.
I mean, yeah, it basically just tastes like chicken.
yeah. Like I know
I
that's
don't
like
think
a
I've ever
common
been in a
thing.
situation where I could order those.
Yeah, it was in the Rocky Mountains in Tennessee. So
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
They had frog legs. And yes, the actual like I didn't believe people before I ate other meats other than like, you know, your basic like chicken, beef, pork, whatever. I didn't believe people when they were like, "Oh, it tastes like chicken." They would say that about everything. They're like, "Oh, I just ate this snake. It tastes like chicken." I'm like, that's ridiculous. No, it doesn't.
There's no way that many things taste like chicken.
No, but the frog legs did, so I'm starting to
Yeah.
believe that maybe chicken is an accurate flavor description for most other exotic meats, particularly amphibian
As-
or reptile.
Definitely is like a relative description. Of it.
Yeah, you're like, You're like if I had to
Like,
say
it-
something
like-
I've had before.
Yeah, like, oh, what does it taste like? Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
But like, kind of close, kind of not. I just wanted to say something.
Because, like, you know, maybe frog tastes more like snake. If I've never had snake, I don't know.
Yeah, neither have I.
I don't.
You just say, "I don't think," as if there was one point in your life where you accidentally ate a snake
I wouldn't
and it could have
accidentally eat
happened.
it, but you know, at a particular age, I don't think my parents were feeding me snake before I could remember what I was eating. But I don't think.
Excuse
it was
me,
snake.
ma'am, I ordered the chicken tenders, but it appears you brought me this snake instead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, oops, oops, fried snake.
And on that
is this
one
rope?
specific instance, Garrett did try snake.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my most traumatic experience at a restaurant, though. I got my hand stuck in the back of a chair one time, like my whole arm. Like I stuck when I was like, I don't know, 8. I like stuck
Dude,
my arm
almost
into
like-
the back of a chair. Couldn't
What,
get it
like
out.
the kids getting their knees stuck in the railing at church?
Yeah. Like, and they
Oh,
just jam it
dude.
in there. They're like, I can fit
Yeah.
my
But then
leg
you,
in this.
but then you can't get it back out.
Yeah. Luckily I've never gotten my head stuck. That's a fear of mine. Getting my like
No.
head stuck in something. I have to
Yeah,
like cut
no.
it out. Ooh, that'd be the worst.
Dude, because then they're just cutting so close to
Ugh.
like so many like vital parts of your
Ugh.
body.
Ugh.
I can't say that's ever happened to me.
Well, yeah, I didn't have to get we just had the waitress bring out like a bunch of was it butter?
Soap.
I don't know. No, it might have been
Butter?
butter. They might have buttered my arm out. I don't really know. It was something slippery though.
I mean, that's what we do at the church. Whenever kids get their knees stuck, is we get like butter or something,
Yeah, just
and
put
just
some
like
butter in there.
lather up their leg and just like pop it back through.
Pause the service. Another kid has gotten stuck in the railing at the front of
Oh
the
no, it's mostly at kids camp, dude.
They just ram
Because-
their knees in.
Yeah, because it's all like the minis up there on the railing.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, I could probably fit my knee through this. Some of those minis
just-
have big knees, dude.
Dude,
There's
I know.
There's some big kneed kids out there. There's some kids with some huge knees.
Those kids are going places.
I'm like, what are you doing with those big knees, bro? Why are your knees bigger than mine? I don't have big legs, so I got small knees. I'm like, why? You're 4. Why are your knees bigger than mine? So whatever.
The kids tell you straight up, like,
Yeah, they're
hey
like,
man, you want to compare knees?
yeah, you want to compare the size of your knees? No, kid.
It's
Weirdo.
it's like that Family Guy skit, stupid game anyway.
Yeah, it's a stupid game anyway. You can't tell me my knees are small. You can't reach anything on a shelf higher than eye level. Tiny person. I could kick you really far if I wanted to, but I won't. Because I'll get in trouble.
Oh, that's the only thing stopping you?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'll
The
get
social
reprimanded.
repercussions of kicking a child?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, dude.
That's all
I
that's
mean,
stopping me.
our world today. Something else.
We grew up in an era when we would go to church camp and get beaten with bats by Shane's older brother.
Yeah,
We would,
dude.
but that was
The
allowed.
bat.
That was allowed because
It,
we
it was
understood.
perfectly okay.
We understood.
It
Like,
was perfectly okay.
I still, one of my very favorite memories was when we went to the overnight camp and there were mice in our cabin and they like kicked us all out and they're like,
Yo.
they like just all they took in with them was a wiffle ball bat and like they came
Yeah.
out with like a wiffle ball bat and a dead mouse next. Like,
Dude,
that
and
something
then
went
was
down.
that
in there.
was that the same year that the one cabin had a snake and
Yeah.
a hornet's nest in it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like who was it? Ray and Mike, I think, were like
Yeah. For the record,
exterminators.
if anybody is thinking of sending their child to St. Philip's Kids Camp, it is no longer like that. I can promise you.
No, not at all.
It's- It is much safer now. We were put into the fire. And it
We
was
had
fun.
to tough it out.
We did.
We did.
I think we did a
We
great
did.
job of toughing it out.
Hey, I mean, look how we ended up.
Exactly. Really putting powdered sugar on our pizza. That's how we ended up.
Yeah, pretty messed up, if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, that just happened to me, but whatever.
Yeah, but we understand authority.
Yes, that's right.
Well, now we know how to threaten people without physical violence of a baseball bat.
Do we though?
See, but we never really got hit with the bat
No, it was
unless
just a
we
threat.
unless we begged them to.
Yeah, we're like, please hit us with the bat, because we were a bunch of freaky 5th graders. We were like, do it,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they never just like hit us with
break
it.
my
It
leg.
was always like, dude, you won't do it. Like,
Anyway, man.
If anything, the older kids have more to worry about at these church camps because someone will tell 3 kids to go steal someone's hat. The next thing you know, you've got 4 5th graders behind you trying to tackle you. And
Those were simpler times. Those were simpler
not just
times, man.
not just 4. You'll have like 50 coming
yeah,
at
we'll have
you.
all of them. They'll be like, we're going to
Garrett-
steal all of his shoes and then beat him with them.
Yeah, Garrett was giving out points the one year, and
I don't
he
want
was
that.
like, everyone like 100 points if you get me Shane's hat, and I just all of a sudden had like 75 like
Yeah,
5th and
if-
6th graders just sprinting at me.
If you're wondering what's going on, so we're talking about St. Philip's Kids Camp, which is, your typical summer church camp, right? And I was in charge of handing out points to teams. And I found out that if a kid was told that something was for points, they would do anything, and they would not stop
Absolutely
until they
anything,
got
dude.
those points. So
I mean,
could,
we had people one year that were like, "Oh, what if I eat this bug?"
yeah, I was
for-
like, no, don't
Can I
do
get
that.
points for it?
Yeah,
Like, they literally do absolutely anything.
they were like, I found all these dead bees. How many points if I eat these dead bees? I was like, 0. I was like, don't eat the
Off,
dead
like-
bees.
off like the strip to catch it.
Yeah, I was like, don't eat the dead bees. That's the worst idea ever. They're like, but I'll do it for points. It's like, no,
yeah,
you don't have
see,
to do
we're
anything.
trying to keep
and then
the
there's
kids safe there. They're the ones that are trying to put themselves in harm's way.
They're like, I'll eat all of the insects you've ever seen. You want me to jump off this bridge? No.
I mean, if you think the 20-year-olds are the ones making up the crazy thing, just wait till you see what a 10-year-old kid is willing to come in front of an adult and say, I'm willing to do this for hypothetical points that don't mean anything in the end.
Yes.
Literally don't mean anything. You get what?
bees.
Like a golden something at the end of the week that like who
It's
knows?
like a $5 thing that they spray painted gold.
Yeah, and
I'll
like
eat
who
these
ends
bees
up
for
keeping it? Like
Does someone end up keeping
No,
it?
nobody
They
ever. I
have
don't
to.
know if anyone ever has.
someone has to take it because we never find it.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to become a real kid, go to a church camp.
Absolutely.
That's what I have to recommend because you
Absolutely.
might eat bees.
For points.
Dude.
Speaking of
I mean,
Speaking
Surf
of-
City?
Surf City, were there bees there? I don't know.
I mean, there are bees, but
There's
like
bees everywhere. That's a stupid question.
they're middle schoolers, so I don't think we've had them come up and be like, "Can we eat a bee for points?" But like,
Dude, I hate
they'll.
bees.
I mean, dude,
not
being up
bees.
on the sand dunes, like kids will come up and be like, "Can I get points for eating sand?"
Like, don't eat
like,
sand.
Don't eat sand.
At least
but
they
do.
ask before they do it. They're not
Yeah.
like, hey, I just ate 3 bees. Can I get 60 points for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. They see what you say. You're like, I'll give you 100 points for it, and they'll still do it. Even though, like, Surf City, you don't win without having a couple 100,000s, if not like 1,000,000 points. So,
Yeah.
like, it
At
means
least they.
nothing.
At least they aren't asking to eat wasps. I hate wasps.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are the worst.
Garrett,
I
would,
like
you eat,
bees.
would you eat a wasp?
No, I wouldn't eat a wasp. I probably wouldn't eat a bee either. But like I'm saying, just in terms of like general character, wasps are the worst.
Dude, they are.
They're so mean.
They'll, like,
Okay,
dude,
speaking
they'll,
of
like,
eating bugs, though,
Yes.
when I was at Penn State, my roommate Aaron told me, he's like, I'll give you like $1,000 if you eat a stink bug. And I was like,
Oh, I
mean,
remember that conversation. You asked me if I would do it.
I was like, $1,000? I'm like, sure. And apparently, if there's like a Reddit subgroup of people who boil insects and eat them, and apparently
Not
stink
surprised.
bugs are spicy. And like I was reading like post on this Reddit blog where someone was like, just ate a stink bug, probably the spiciest one I ever had.
How many has he eaten?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot?
Apparently, like he's speaking on experience of eating stink bugs. It's
I think
it was the most
you,
ridiculous thing.
I think
Dude,
you
but here's the
texted me
thing,
about
like-
that, and I said I would do it.
Wouldn't your mouth smell, like, really bad?
See, that's what I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like, would it be like coffee breath, or would it be like?
No, dude, it has
Like
to
your
be the
dog
same
pooped
smell
in your
that
mouth.
no, it has to be the smell that they give off whenever you try to kill them.
I know, but I don't
Yeah.
know how that would taste.
It would just
That's
be
the-
in your teeth.
Ugh.
Well,
would-
it apparently tastes spicy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then your breath would like smell like that.
I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure that the direct comparison was green Skittles, like sour green Skittles,
That doesn't sound that bad then.
but it's like spicy and it numbs your mouth.
See, if it numbs my mouth, that doesn't
Oh.
feel safe. That doesn't feel like
Yeah.
something I should
I don't
be
think it
eating.
is,
There's
There's
no
no
way.
but
Yeah,
there's a
I'm-
bunch of Reddit users who are all about it.
You know what movie scared me as a kid? How to Eat Fried Worms. I
Oh,
hated
Like
that.
yeah.
animated.
No, it was a real thing, and these kids just ate worms for a whole movie. It was ridiculous.
But they ate it like cooked so
Yeah,
many different
They
ways.
cooked it, and then they
Yeah.
started to like it. They cooked them in an omelet.
Dude, how
fried
is that
them.
a like kids movie?
I don't know how it was a movie at all. Who was like, I know a great movie idea.
Yeah,
Let's have. Well, I
for
think it was a book
kids.
first. It was a book first, but who? That author's insane. Like let's have all the
yeah,
kids
let's
eat
just-
a bunch of worms.
Yeah, let's just create a movie for kids, and like we're gonna show them that like eating worms is okay.
That's fine. Just eat anything you see.
Yeah.
Well, at our middle school, they showed us part of that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm positive I
think
saw
so.
it in an educational environment, which is insane.
Yeah. Hey, I'm pretty sure it was rated like PG.
Yeah, it was as big of a waste of time as learning cursive.
Well, at least you know how to sign your name.
That is
That didn't have. That I don't sign my name in cursive. I do. I just.
mine.
I do a G
Your
and then I do
signature's not in
scribbles.
cursive.
No, I do a G,
Mine.
scribbles, big line for my T's, and then I write my last name kind of. I do my last name kind of in cursive. That'd be.
Mine's like kind of a cursive, but kind of a get pen to paper kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like there's
like-
no. It looks like my my name and everything, but like, is it really cursive?
Oh, I mean, I
Probably
remember completely how to do cursive because my mom would always tell me that my print was the worst thing ever, and I could actually write good cursive. And I mean, I just sometimes when I'm bored, I can just do the whole alphabet in it because I can. But like
You
my
must be really bored.
my signature's all cursive, but I do the standard D and H.
Yeah, dude. Whenever I would try to read his physics notes to try and like catch up whenever I'd miss school for hockey, I literally had to ask him like almost like every other word.
Dude, my notes are
Yeah.
completely useless. In not
Oh,
cursive,
absolutely.
I can't read my own handwriting. It's bad.
Yeah, dude.
It's
That's why I
really
just
bad.
started like at college. That's why I just started doing typing them.
Yeah,
Like I have to.
I
That's a
don't.
shame.
I still do handwriting.
I
All-
do,
all-
but
I'll use my iPad with the pencil.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I do. But my handwriting is so bad. I've never taken the time to fix it because I was encouraged.
No.
Everyone was like, "Oh, you have a doctor's handwriting. Perhaps you'll become a doctor." I was like, "Oh, having unreadable handwriting is sweet."
That's a requirement
Yeah.
for med school, apparently.
Yep. And no, it just means you can't read your own handwriting and can't read your own notes. So I don't read over notes anymore because I can't read them. It's a mistake. It really is. Fix your handwriting. If you haven't already, fix it. Because when it gets bad, it stays bad for the rest of your life.
Just slow down.
Yeah, just take your time, man. Just enjoy the process of writing. It'll all
Yeah,
be
but
fine.
then again, the teachers like rip through notes.
They do
so,
rip.
Like,
They do rip through.
so like it's
whatever
kind
you're
of a
talking
thing of like, yeah, you want to take your time, but like I also need to like stay up with like how fast
Yeah,
the
that's
teacher's
true.
going.
about. Yeah, if I wrote in a legible manner, I'd get like 3 or 4 words done in a 50-minute period.
Wow,
That is
It's
awful.
That bad?
It's not a joke. Because if I'm gonna write nice, it's gonna be super nice. It's gonna be the nicest writing you've ever seen. There's no in between. It's either gonna be terrible and unreadable, or really nice.
I mean, you do have a point, though. Go to college lectures, and they're ripping through 70 slides in a 55-minute time period, and you're like, oh, dear.
Yeah, I mean, dude, not even college, even in like high school and everything.
Yeah.
They would rip through those PowerPoints, and then you would never see it again.
No.
Like they moved on to that next slide, and it was just like, all right, if you don't got it, you're screwed.
Yeah, high school did not prepare me for college at all.
Not at
In
all.
any way. Everything they said about college was a lie.
Yeah,
It was a lie.
That's
yeah.
that's great.
They're like
it's gonna be so hard. You actually have to like study and put
Well,
like
I do have to do
hundreds of
that.
hours in.
Actually,
I mean, yeah,
I have
but,
to
like,
study more than I thought I would. More than I was prepared for by high school.
Really,
Yes. But
I don't.
But also, they'd be like, they'll never give you note sheets ever. They give me note sheets quite often.
Oh, I don't get note sheets.
I've gotten note sheets before, and they're very helpful. So thank you, any college professor who hands out note sheets, because you are the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm freehanding most of my notes.
Yeah, same
I get
here.
like study guides from time to time, but that's about it.
Dude, I did have one college professor, and he would hold study sessions right before every like major test, and basically like walk us through like what was on the test.
No, that's
See, I
a legend.
think that's nice. Yeah, I
And
don't,
like here's the thing though, he had like rules to it. If he walked in and said like good evening class and people didn't stop talking, he would just pick up his stuff and walk out. But then like he would only like basically ask us questions from the test as long as people would answer them.
hey, I'm on board with that, man.
As soon as the entire class as a whole, or like whoever was there as a whole, stopped like didn't answer a question, he just picked up his stuff and walked out.
That's fine. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, I understand like some like classes are super difficult, so the professors can't really do anything about making the tests hard or whatever. But like particularly right now, like I've heard some people are like, dude, my tests are still impossible despite the fact that I'm taking them at home, and I think that's ridiculous. What's the point in having incredibly difficult tests while we're all stuck at home? What is it?
Yeah.
That's not helping really anybody at all.
Like, here's the thing, like they want us to be like active and like not be cooped up in like our house all day and like actually do something besides like schoolwork. But like it seems like we just have gotten more like a larger workload put on.
No, I've had way more. I feel like I've had way more work.
Yeah, and like you have
It's a
no time
shame.
to like get out of the house.
No. Well, we should technically be inside, but just you have no time to just chill out. Take your mind off the whole situation. You have
I'm
no
not
time
saying
to do
get out of the house, but like maybe
Yeah.
go on like a
A
walk
walk.
by yourself or something like
With
that.
your dog,
Social
your
distancing.
mom.
Yeah.
I think the real infuriating
Exactly.
thing would be it's kind of like the we were on a break thing. It's like if you don't get an assignment done and your teacher's like, well, why didn't you? Aren't you at home all the time? Like, well, yeah, but like I have other things to do. Like, don't hold that against me.
Dude, there's kids who like don't have internet, or like when the electricity went out here, like we had a huge storm a couple days ago, right? Our electricity went out. Mine was only out for like maybe 30 minutes, right? But there were some people who there was like their electricity was out to the next morning or like a day and a half, and they just couldn't get assignments done if you don't have electricity or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and like some people don't have access to good internet. And I know like you could send an email, but also they might have bad internet and not be able to even send an email. So this is
that's
a
very
brand
true.
this is a brand new time in education, baby. We're all learning together.
All I gotta say is University of Phoenix was ready for this.
Oh, they were very ready for this.
They were very prepared for this.
So
They were.
was
I don't know how they did
University.
it. I don't know how they were so ready for it, but they were.
Dude, same with SNHU.
And
Education
is-
Connection Online.
education
Education
connection.
connection.
They have a theme song, right? I can't remember the theme.
Yeah.
They do.
Education
I forget.
Connection.
Yeah, and then something else after that.
They should
Dude, I
sponsor
haven't-
us.
Dude, I haven't seen that like slogan since like probably elementary school.
It only came in my head because I know Penn State's Barstool page posted one of their whole commercials when Penn
Education
State went online.
connection.
That's funny.
I totally forget how it goes, but it was like a rap, and it was the worst.
Yeah,
But
it
it
was a whole-
totally
it was
got
like the
stuck in
credit.
your
It was
head.
like creditreport.com, baby, but education connection version.
freecreditscore.com.
Oh, yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
Now
Those
we're just giving out
commercials.
free adverts.
Yeah. Now, yeah, you guys better be paying us for this. I'm looking at you, Education Connection and freecreditreport.com. That's right. Give us our royalties.
Yeah, you threaten them.
No, I will. They know who I am. They've heard my name before. When I file my free credit report. Oh, it looks like that's all the time we have for today.
yeah,
Shane, thank you so much for coming on and
we did.
discussing
Yeah.
And then I
what
don't
it-
even know
yeah,
where
food,
else we went, dude.
a little bit of hockey. We talked about food for a really
Yeah.
long time,
Oh, it was
like
fantastic.
a long time.
Thank you.
No, I can't even remember. It all happened so fast, but it was a great time. Thanks for coming on, Shane. You'll probably be back again sometime. We'll get all our friends on here next week. We might have a special guest. I can't guarantee if he's coming on next week. Sometime in the future, we're gonna have a special guest, and that'll be pretty fun. We'll hear from him. He does something pretty cool in the athletics world. That's all. I'll leave it on a cliffhanger there. So you make sure you come back and listen for more. But thank you again, Shane. This was a blast as usual, and we will catch you next week.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. So, some pretty hot takes from Garrett in that one.
They were. If you try the pizza with powdered sugar, you'll realize it's not a hot take. It's a
I-
normal person thing to do.
No, I think saying that in its own right is a hot take.
No, it's a normal person thing to do. Just try it. I recommend it.
Strong air quotes on normal.
Yeah, tweet at us at GD Podcast. Tweet us at that if you try it, or if you've tried any other crazy food. If you've tried the bird egg thing, please let us know what it tastes like. We need to know because I'm never gonna eat it. But yeah, if you ever try it, or if you've ever had any other crazy food experiences, go ahead and let us know. We'll talk about them next time.
Yeah, if you are a quote-unquote normal person and eat your pizza with powdered sugar, feel free
Yeah.
to tell us how that is too, because
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Please do.
All right, so that is the end of this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in as always. We'll see you next Monday.
Later.
Thank you for listening to the Overly Confident Podcast. Please leave a rating to let us know how much you enjoy the show. For the most up-to-date news on the podcast, please check out the GD Podcast Twitter account, and feel free to check us out at all other platforms.